Hi friends, so today is Tuesday, April 14th, and we are going to continue interpreting bar graphs today. So today we are going to go ahead and talk through the beginning part, so questions 1 and 2, and then for independent work, you're going to answer these 4 questions, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So right here I'm going to write independent. That's what you're going to be doing on your own. So let's go ahead and look. It says number 1, which kind of book was the favorite among students? How many students chose that kind of book? So first, before we can even answer that, we have to look at the bar graph and we have to interpret it. So the title on this bar graph is called Favorite Kind of Book. So that's my title. So I know that this bar graph is all going to be about the favorite kinds of books. So on the side, I see right here number of students and then kind of books. So these are the favorite kinds of books from the students. We have space, animals, nature, puzzles, and sports. And right now, before we even get started, I want you to figure out what is my key. So what is my key to my bar graph? Now, an easy way to do that is start at 0 and look to see what the next number is, and that's the number you're counting by. Because remember, it's the same each time. So what number are we counting by? We're counting by 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put how many on the each top of these, on the top of each of the bar graphs, just so it's easiest for us. So space. How many students' favorite kind of book was space? You said 15, you are correct. So I'm going to write 15 at the top of space. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over here to animals. How many students' favorite kind of book was animals? You said 30, you are correct. Now let's look at nature. How many students' favorite kind of book was nature? You said 10, you are correct again, because I'm just matching it up. How many favorite book was puzzles? You go all the way across, you see it's 20. And then how many students' favorite book was sports? I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna go all the way across, and you see that's 35 students. So we already made we already found our numbers for our graph, okay? We already read the title, we already interpreted our graph. So now what we're gonna do is, first we have to answer, which kind of book was the favorite among the students? So which kind of book was the favorite? Well, let's just see which one has the biggest number. And if we look at my graph right here, I see that 35 is the biggest number. So we're gonna put 35 is what? If we come down here and we look, 35 is sports. So I'm gonna write sports. I know it's kind of small. Just do the best you can. How many students chose that? 35. So the favorite was sports and 35 people chose that. Now, let's look at number 2. Did more students choose books about sports or books about animals and nature together? So how many were sports? How many students chose sports? Actually, I'm gonna come over here and write it so it's a little easier to see. How many students chose sports? So we said 35. And then how many students chose animals and nature? So animals was 30 plus nature was 10. So 30 plus 10 is 40, okay? So I look at sports and then I look at animals and nature. Did more students? Which one was more, the sports or the animals and nature together? So you can see that 40 is greater than 35, so it would be animals and nature. And then why? So animals and nature had 40 students. Sports had 35 students. Okay? So together, remember when that keyword together, that means I add. So what you are going to do is you are going to still use this graph for these questions down here. You're going to answer questions 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you're going to go ahead and submit this paper into Edsby. Remember, you can take a picture of it. All right, my friends, remember, if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. Have a great day.